So, when you were younger, did you know what you wanted to be in life?
I didn't know what I wanted to do at all, to be honest with you guys. All I knew as a kid is that I had like a really vivid imagination. I think being in Virginia, because we didn't have as many options as someone in a bigger city, you just don't even consider the fact that you could do or be whatever you wanted to be. And that to me, that's the flaw in the system. Somehow our teachers were telling us that we could be anything we wanted to be, but it didn't resonate with me at all. I never, it's like that goes in one ear and out the other. It's like, you don't even consider it to like blow it off. I just remember always being curious. And so that's what kept me on the path of just sort of exploring the arts, as in music. Well, I remember being in high school when we were given the opportunity, a lot of my teachers, of course, because they weren't really well versed in like the music industry, that only lasts for this long or that long. And I'm up here talking to you guys right now. So it just goes to show you what curiosity can do for the individual. If you're curious, you keep chasing it. That's why.
What do you do when you don't know what's next?
Again, I think I spend 50% of my time just exploring different things to just do it because it piques my interest. But I think the other 50% of the time, I'm influenced by what I've done and how much further I want to take it. So from there, you start to build these ideas, right? So these are the things that are like a little bit more concrete and it requires the vision to build. So you're more like an architect over here. Over here, you're pioneering and you're discovering.
What advice would you give to a kid who comes from nothing?
Well, let's define what nothing is.
Yeah.
When you say that you come from nothing, you're saying I come from nothing. Like nothing. You know what nothing is? Nothing is a void. Nothing is deep space with no stars. It's not possible for you to exist in nothing. So there's no such thing as nothing. It's all relative. I have it so hard, it's so tough, and it's so crazy, and I don't have anything. Well, sure you do. You have the same things that Bill Gates has. Just like him, when he dies, you know what you're going to take with you? The apartment may smell funny, while there may be pests and rodents, because that's what people generally relate to nothing, right? Come from nothing. And the car is a Hyundai, if there is a car, or there's bus tickets or a train. Nothing, right? It's not true. Imagine the people who live out in remote villages that have never heard of the iPod, but they're happy. And they would argue with you when you tell them that they have nothing. Nothing is a perception. If your reality is merely just your perception and a perspective, these things are interchangeable. So first, you need to, when you say you come from nothing, you should probably reevaluate that and think about it. Because if you're not cancer stricken and you don't have AIDS and you have your legs and your fingers, I'd say you have a bigger chance as you have a huge advantage over people who are amputees, who are really doing good in life, and people who have had AIDS for 10 years who are really succeeding, and people who have cancer that are fighting every day, but still they are working at the things that they love to do in life. I would say you have a little bit more than what you thought was nothing. Switch the word failure for lesson. That's not failure. It's useful information for the future. All successful corporations do that. It's called R&D. So you don't have failures. You have research and development. So you just have to change your perspective. There's no such thing as a failure.